Hello everyone, it's Brian from Dad Projects. It's been a few weeks since I last talked to you, and as you know, I sent my car out to be evaluated and get a few things done that I didn't know how to do or couldn't do. The main things were the switch for the headlights was not working, and when I got the car, one headlight did go up, but now I couldn't get any of them to come up. So, I could tell the switch was pretty flimsy. Then I also needed to get the wiper switch replaced, and I thought I had a fuel leak, but I'll talk about that a little later. And I did ask the shop to evaluate whether I could get a dual circuit master cylinder and possibly a booster, brake booster. I know from reading articles that sometimes the booster can have hood clearance issues in the 63, and I also read that there's a way to put some washers in to tilt that down to avoid that issue. So anyway, I wanted to quickly, and I also asked them to just kind of look at everything, like the brakes, just kind of give the car a once over. So I was hoping that the price wouldn't come in too high, but it came in a little higher than expected. So I'll show you the quote and then kind of talk through it. I did black out the shop name because I'm not saying that this is a bad quote. I'm just saying it's a little more than I'd hoped. So this is, what I do like is that they broke it down by part and labor. What was supposed to happen, when I spoke to one of the mechanics, they were gonna break it down kind of into three options, like good, better, best. Because this shop does some really high-end cars, or they can do some general, sorry, I'm making dinner. Or they can do some general repairs. So I kind of said, like, I just want to get the car safe on the road. And like I said, initially they were going to break it down into three different quotes, but instead they gave me one big quote, which was a little alarming at first. So I will show you that quote. This is page 2. And then here's the whopper right here. So you can see the labor and the parts are not too bad. The labor is much more for a pretty big grand total. So I was not expecting to spend that much, nor am I going to. Some of the things I don't necessarily need, for instance, brand new trailing arms. I don't need new trailing arms. I think there's a bushing missing in the trailing arm. And then the expense to put that trailing arm in is, expensive as well. I don't need to clean and undercoat the vehicle for $1,100. There was also some brand new control arms, which I don't need. Again, there was a bushing or two missing, but the control arms are fine. I don't need brand new control arms. So I'm hoping that I can talk to the shop and maybe do a lesser version, or just not do those items and then do some of the other items. But the one thing they did not include in this quote that I had requested was the dual circuit master cylinder and potentially a brake booster. So that wasn't included. So they're going to give me another quote on top of this one. And then I'll have some decisions to make, because I'm not prepared to spend that much. I understand these cars can be expensive, but not all this work is required. I'm not trying to get a show car. I'm just trying to get a dependable, safe driver car. So I will keep you guys informed and hopefully get the car back soon. It's been 2 weeks now. There were some delays and they haven't started any work. So once I decide what they can do, then they'll have to actually do the work before I get the car back. So I will post that information and let you know what my decision is. Thank you. Talk to you soon.